What is up, YouTube? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with another video. And today they just released the All-Star Game ballots, and I am ready to show you guys my picks for the 2021 All-Star Game. It is June 3rd. Anything could happen. Somebody could get hurt. Things like that could happen. We're talking about my criteria for selecting my picks and whatnot. Now, I want to see your guys' picks for the 2021 All-Star Game as well. Be sure to leave them in the comment section down below or join my MLB Discord. That's a good way to connect with me too. You can show me your picks and we'll talk about them, if I think it's bad, if I think it's good, things like that. And then you guys can roast me in the comment section for my terrible picks as well. I'm sure you guys are going to disagree with them. A lot of homer picks, a lot of different things going on here. If you guys do enjoy this type of content, want to talk about more MLB stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps us grow the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the MLB season, so you guys can really help me reach that goal. I do have some more content I'm working on for you guys. I know I haven't posted in a while, but we got to be talking about our All-Star picks. So let's get right into it and see who we're going to pick for the 2021 All-Star Game. All right, so here we are at the 2021 All-Star Game voting site. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to follow along and see who I'm picking, or if you want to just copy my picks, help get these guys picked for the starters. As you know, this is the fan vote, so this is who's going to start for the All-Star team. There was that one year where everybody voted for the Royals, and it was literally all Royals, and then Mike Trout starting for the team. So I'm not going to pick all my Angels. I'm going to pick who I think deserves it the most. That's not going to mean necessarily the best player who has the best stats and whatnot. They do show you a few stats on here, like you can see batting average, home runs, RBIs, OPS. None of those are really good stats to quantify or talk about why a person's good. OPS is probably the best stat to go by here, but if you just pick the highest OPS, I think that's not right either. It's a weird situation. So we'll go through and start with first base in the American League. Now, for my first baseman in the American League, there's a lot of good options. If you're looking at batting average, G-Man Toy's pretty good. I think it's pretty clear that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the best player in the American League for the first base, at least. Probably all of the American League right now. So you kind of have to pick him for first base, but you guys are going to get mad at me at this anyway. I'm picking Jared Walsh, all right? I understand that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is better than him. I am 100% flat out saying that. I'm wrong. Jared Walsh is not the best first baseman in the American League right now. It is Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but I'm going to pick him anyway. He definitely deserves to be on the All-Star team, and if he does not make this All-Star team, I am going to be absolutely livid. I might just go on a whole rant, drop a whole video on how robbed he got. He is the second best first baseman in the American League right now. Obviously, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is just having a crazy year, so... yeah, Jared Walsh going to be my pick for the American League over here. National League, this is kind of a tough one. I feel like a lot of guys are having pretty good years at the moment, but my pick is going to be Max Muncy. This man has been absolutely on fire lately. He's got a 964 OPS, just hit his 13th home run of the season, and I think he's probably deserved Player of the Month over Tatis this month, but Tatis is absolutely ridiculous as well. There are some other guys having a good year. I'd say Rhys Hoskins is deserving of it. Freddie Freeman's deserving of it. Brandon Belt's another guy. Brandon Belt was probably my second place pick, but we are going to end up going with Max Muncy here. So our first baseman is Jared Walsh and Max Muncy. When it comes to the second base position, this is kind of an interesting one. We'll start in the American League. I love my man David Fletcher, but you know I can't vote for him. He's not the best second baseman in the American League. I'm gonna have to go with Marcus Semien. He is very clearly the best player of all these guys over here. Whit Merrifield had a hot start, but he's not doing so well anymore. Brandon Lau's got the power, but he's not doing anything else. DJ LeMahieu's having an awful year compared to his standards. Jose Altuve would probably be my second place pick, but I am going to go with Marcus Semien. I think he's far superior to Jose Altuve this year, although he would be my second pick. Now for the National League, this is kind of an interesting one. There's a lot of big names out here. I love Jazz Chisholm. I think he's having a great year, but he's definitely not the best second baseman in the National League. For second baseman, I'm going to actually have to go... Let me move my camera for you guys real quick here. I'll go in the middle. That seems like a good spot for me. I'm going to have to actually end up going with, what's his name? It's between Ryan McMahon and Adam Frazier. I like Ryan McMahon more, but I do think Adam Frazier deserves it. And the Pirates got to have somebody on this team. I think it'd be really cool for a team that was projected to be the worst in baseball is actually going to have an all-star starter. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I'm going to vote Adam Frazier. Ryan McMahon would be my second place pick for the National League, though. Now for third base, we're going to start in the American League. Alex Bregman's having a pretty decent year, but I don't think he's the best third baseman in the American League at the moment. A lot of big names on here, but they're not doing so well. Anthony Rendon's having a bad year. Jose Ramirez has been pretty cold lately, although he had a very good start to the season. Kyle Seager's been up and down. Moncada's been pretty good. I don't know. At the end of the day, I am going to go with Rafael Devers, though. This man's hitting for power. He's hitting for average. He's getting on base. He's doing it all this year. Rafael Devers, my pick for the third baseman for the American League. National League, there are a lot of good options here. Nolan Arenado having a monster year. Chris Bryant having an amazing season right now. JD Davis had a good season while he was healthy, but he hasn't been healthy all year, so you can't take those numbers with a grain of salt. Eduardo Escobar having a good year right now. Evan Longoria having an absolutely amazing year. Right now, it's definitely going to be between Austin Riley and my man, where's he at? Chris Bryant. I am going to end up picking Chris Bryant for this one. I think he's been the best third baseman in the National League. But yeah, Nolan Arenado deserves it. Austin Riley deserves it. There's a lot of good third base options, but I'm going to have to go with Chris Bryant here. All right, we made it to shortstop. Let's start in the American League here. Tim Anderson having a pretty good season. Xander Bogaerts has been absolutely lethal at the plate. Carlos Correa having a decent year. Jose Iglesias, not the worst shortstop in baseball. I could say that at least. Go Angels. Mondesi, if you look at his stats at face value, that's amazing, but keep in mind he made his debut like 2 weeks ago, so can't really give it to him. Simba, not nearly good enough. It's between Joey Wendell, Xander Bogaerts, and I don't even know after that. I guess Correa. Definitely going to go with Xander Bogaerts here, though. Xander Bogaerts has been amazing at the plate, per usual. He's actually been pretty decent with the glove as well, I do believe. I'll have to double check those defensive stats for him, but yeah, definitely going Xander Bogaerts for the American League. Finally, some Xander Bogaerts love on the channel. I feel like I'm always talking about other shortstops. National League, it's going to be a pretty stacked race here. We have Javi Baez is having a great year. Brandon Crawford's having a great year. Corey Seager was having a pretty decent year. But, I don't know. You look at these stats, you're like, okay, they're pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Then you get to Fernando Tatis Jr., and how could you pick anybody else, man? How could you pick anybody else? 293 average, 16 home runs, 37 RBIs, 1.69 OPS. With a 6'9", man, you got to pick it. Anyways, Fernando Tatis Jr., possibly the best shortstop in baseball right now. Now it comes to catcher, we have Bitch Garver, Yasmani. Pretty much every catcher in the American League is having a terrible year right now. Just look at these stats, man. These averages are terrible. Nobody's really hitting a ton of home runs right now. The OPSs are all down. Every stat you see listed here is terrible. I could do a much deeper dive right here, but I'm not going to. I think I'm just going to end up picking my man Salvador Perez. My second place pick would definitely be Mike Zunino, but Salvador Perez I think is a little bit better than Zunino. Obviously, he's got the star power behind his name as well. But yeah, I'd say he's having a little better year than Zunino. Now, the National League is a little bit different, I will say. There are a few guys who are having decent years so far. Carson Kelly being the main one, as well as Buster Posey. But Buster Posey, man, how could you not pick him right now? You know, lovable guy. He's doing absolutely amazing right now. High average, a lot of home runs, high OPS. He's doing it all this year, and obviously a Hall of Famer right there. We're going to go with Buster Posey. Carson Kelly, though, I do expect to make the All-Star team. Buster Posey's just going to get the start for him, though. Now, outfield is a very, very tough one right now. I'm going to kind of give you guys a hint what I'm doing here. When it comes to outfield, I really don't want to pick guys who are hurt right now. Clearly, Byron Buxton and Mike Trout are the two best outfielders in the American League, probably in all of baseball right now. But they're both hurt. I don't think with a clear conscience I can pick somebody who's hurt, who is not playing. We don't know if they're going to come back soon, if they're going to come back healthy. I don't know. I'm not going to pick anybody who's hurt right now. I will say Byron Buxton and Mike Trout are the best two outfielders in the American League, but I'm not going to be picking them today. So it's going to be very interesting to see who we end up with. Michael Brantley's having a pretty good year. Just look at Buxton's stats, dude. That's insane. But yeah, when it comes down to it, Adolis Garcia. How could I not? He's having a monster year, 284 average, 16 home runs. He's fighting for that home run lead. He's playing elite defense out there in the outfield. He has a great arm. Everything about this man just screams all-star starter. Unless Trout and Buxton are healthy. Now, another guy having a very under-the-radar year, that is Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger, bro, he missed all of last season, I believe with an injury, if I'm not mistaken. We haven't seen him in a little bit, but I think people forgot how good he was when he was healthy a few years back. So Mitch Haniger comes back, 14 home runs on the year. I'm pretty sure nobody is talking about 14 home run Mitch Haniger here. 264 average, high OPS too. Very good ball player. I think he deserves a start. And our last pick here is going to be Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is a monster. When he's healthy, you can't stop him. 289, 13 home runs, OPS over 920. Just an absolute monster in that Yankees lineup. When he's producing, when he's healthy. When he's healthy, he's always producing. So all he has to do is be healthy. Now, it's not to say there aren't other guys having good seasons out here. It feels so weird not picking Mike Trout right now. But still, at the end of the day, I think those are the 3 best healthy outfielders in the game, or in the American League right now. So that's who I'm going to end up going with. For the National League, it's going to be pretty interesting. Ronald Acuna Jr., how could you not? Definitely a high NL MVP candidate right now. Tatis is kind of taking that crown from him, but I believe Acuna deserves a start. Mookie Betts surprisingly not getting a start from me here. Cole Calhoun's having a decent year, but he got hurt. Dylan Carlson doing all right. We're actually going to use 2 teammates for our 2nd and 3rd pick for the outfield. I think I alluded to it just there. Nick Castellanos, man. Look at this dude. 361, 12 home runs, OPS over 1,000, and he's been healthy the whole year regarding, other than his suspension. I think he missed a few games, but yeah, how could you not pick him? Other guys having some pretty good years out here, but when it comes down to it, man, his teammate Jesse Winker having the best year, having the 2nd best year. Like, how could you not? Jesse Winker, Ronald Acuna, and Nick Castellanos are going to make our outfield for the National League. They've just been having monster years right now. I don't know how I could pick anybody else. And then coming down to it, we have the American League DH. Obviously, no DH in the National League this year. Unfortunately, I think we should be able to pick a pitcher for the DH, but whatever. Anyways, Yordan Alvarez, monster year. One of the best DHs in all of baseball. Nelson Cruz still having a great year as well. JD Martinez, I do think, has the best stats of any of these DHs right here. 12 home runs, batting 320, 956 OPS. But there's also another DH that goes by the name of Shohei Ohtani. How could I not? How could I not pick this man? My favorite player in all of baseball. Another homer pick, just like I picked Jared Walsh. Shohei Ohtani, man. We need to see this man in the All-Star team. Just imagine he's DHing, he gets up to bat, and then, you know, next inning he's in, they put him into pitch, then he goes into right field, he goes to the left field, he's all over the diamond. I think it'd be such a cool moment to see him in the All-Star game doing stuff we've never seen before. I definitely think he'll make the All-Star team. I hope he gets the start so they can kind of move him all over the place, or maybe he comes in and gets the save as a closer. I think it'd be really cool. So these are my picks for the 2021 All-Star game. Let's go through them again. Starting lineup for the American League, we got Jared Walsh at first base, Marcus Semien at 2nd, Rafael Devers at 3rd, Xander Bogaerts at short, Salvador Perez catching, Adolis Garcia, Mitch Haniger, Aaron Judge in the outfield, and Shohei Ohtani at the DH spot. National League, we got Max Muncy at first, Adam Frazier at 2nd base, Chris Bryant at 3rd base, Fernando Tatis Jr. at short, Buster Posey behind the plate, Ronald Acuna, Nick Castellanos, and Jesse Winker in the outfield. So let me know if you guys agree with these picks, or if I have absolutely slept on somebody, if I did your team dirty, if I did a few too many homer picks for you guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoy this type of content, or dislike it if you disagree with some of my picks. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. I should have some more YouTube content coming out to you guys soon. Y'all have a great rest of your day.